USF head man Todd Golden as the USF Dons do go to 16-4, a convincing win here on the road. Coach, you know, sometimes after you play an emotional ball game like the game Thursday against the #1 team in the country, it's tough to kind of emotionally rise back up, especially when you play a team, you look at the record, think, oh, we should beat these guys. But your guys came with an awful lot of energy from the get-go. You have to be proud with the way they played from an emotional standpoint.
Yeah, I thought, we after the game on Thursday night, we were at a point with our program where, we feel like we could play with anybody. Obviously, the result wasn't what we wanted in terms of the final score, but to play the #1 team in the country on the road, to jump on them like we did at the beginning, to be down 3 at halftime, have opportunities in the early second half to get back. We decided, hey, this is a time where we take our program from being good to great. Good to great. We can play with anybody. And part of being great was to make sure we approach this game the right way in our preparation, in our effort, in our energy, and the way we stayed together. And, we had a great walkthrough this morning, held ourselves accountable to make sure that we were on our coverages, making sure we were talking. And, I think the results speak to that preparation because, we didn't have our A game offensively. We didn't make a lot of shots, but we won by 26 on the road, held the team to 45. That has some really talented young players, and I'm really proud of our effort. When
you talk about the shots weren't going down, but the way your team defended here,
Yep.
Talk about that defensive effort because Pepperdine just could not find a basket, especially in the first half and even in the second half. 20 points at halftime, 25 in the second, 45 total. It's their lowest offensive output of the year, and for USF, the best defensive effort of the year, keeping a team to 46 points.
I think what we're seeing with
45, I guess. I need to read better, don't I?
I think what we're seeing with this group is, as we've gotten into our, the 20th game of the year, there's a lot. Now we're starting to see that continuity, and that first group specifically is really connected defensively. With Pat and Yayan out there at the same time, and Jamari and Khalil at the point of the defense, and Gabe out there cleaning everything up and just being really alert. That's an elite defensive group, and I think you saw that at the beginning of each half tonight. You saw it at the beginning of the game on Thursday and the beginning of the second half as well. And that group really sets the tone. Khalil at the point. Really pressuring the ball. JB doing a great job blocking on shooters and not, making sure mentally he stays engaged. I thought Gabe had his best defensive day as a Don today, just having tension in his body defensively. And again, when you have Yayan and Pat on the back line, even though they didn't have big block numbers tonight, they make it really, really hard to finish at the rim. They went 10 for 33 from 3. Quick math, that's right around 30%. That's a low number.
Yeah, for those viewers that are watching the video replay, I haven't grown. And Coach Golden hasn't gotten shorter all of a sudden. It's just that our setup here in Pepperdine, I grabbed a stool so I could see the court a little better. So that's why I'm suddenly about 5 inches taller. Hey, you could post me up, right? Coach, let's talk about your next ball game.
Sure.
It's a big one coming up on Thursday. We've talked about this before. If you want to, inch into that upper 3, make a serious run at the NCAA tournament, teams like St. Mary's are the teams that you got to beat, and you got them coming into your place on Thursday.
Yeah, we through the first 20 games, we've done a really good job. We've, we let the BYU game slip away. Other than that, I feel like, we've won all the games we should win. We've won a couple, that maybe could have gone either way. And now as we get to this point of our conference schedule, getting St. Mary's and Santa Clara back-to-back at home, it's just another opportunity to prove what we're capable of and continue to build our resume and continue to allow other people who haven't watched us as much to learn about who we are. And, I think I know we're really excited for Thursday night and another opportunity to protect our home floor. And I feel like, get one back that we let slip away against BYU.
Let's talk about some of your individual performances here. Julian Rishwain brought you 20 points off the bench. It's his season high. He had his career best 25 last year in a game in Provo. But he really was finding the bottom of the net here. And he also played well defensively. Couple steals, hauled down 3 rebounds, really stopped the guys he was guarding.
Yeah, I thought it's funny. Obviously, he was phenomenal offensively. I thought he was great defensively, too, to your point. I thought his tension was great. He did a great job defending straight line drives and not, getting pushed off and, basically took the ball from a couple of those guys a couple of times. And what that does is it allows you to open up offensively. When you're locked in like that defensively and you get some confidence and on the offensive end, when he gets in one of those rhythms and one of those grooves, every ball that he lets fly, you feel like it's going in. And that's kind of how it felt tonight. He made a really tough 3 in front of our bench. That was really fun to watch. But he had it going, did a good job getting a little back cut for a layup, made all of his free throws. You can Juju, and as he continues to get older, he'll continue to get more consistent this way. But as he gets locked in like that, there's not much people can do. He's got great size. He shoots it from up high. People can't really affect his shot. And when he's comfortable like that, like he was against UAB, like he has been a couple other times this season, there's nothing much you can do.
Yeah, and Patrick Tappe, we talk about him from time to time. He doesn't give you, as we've said before, those, necessarily sexy offensive numbers. However, the way he defends, and, he did get a couple baskets inside. You can kind of see him getting a little bit more comfortable on offense. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think he's been awesome these past 2.5 weeks, really since break. He wasn't great against Loyola Chicago, but after that, he's just been fantastic. He's really come on in league play. I think how he played against Gonzaga the other night gave him a lot more confidence as well. He went toe-to-toe with the number 1 pick in the draft and then a first-team or second-team All-American in Timmy. That dunk he had on Drew Timmy was something that he'll have for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
When Scott Van Pelt leads the opening of ESPN with that dunk, just such a cool moment for him, and for him to be able to have this experience after, kind of a letdown at Duke last year where he didn't get to play a lot. It's like we kind of had to rejuvenate him and get him believing in himself again to the same level that he should. And now we're starting to see it show up all the time. I mean, he cleans up all the boards. I feel like he has a great assist to turnover ratio. He's just a winning player. And I feel like we've unlocked that inside of him, and for him to realize that, and now it's just really fun to watch.
As you mentioned, Scott Van Pelt and ESPN, I saw he tweeted out about USF, and then he wrote at the bottom, see you in March.
Yep.
See you in March. That had to feel pretty good. When you get, Scott Van Pelt, he's not just a local small name, right? This is a national guy on ESPN. And when people like that take notice, it shows what this program has done this year.
No, I think, there a lot of the people that follow college basketball closely know what we've done this year and appreciate our program. And, I think with Scott Van Pelt, Coach Few after the game and the handshake lines, saying you guys got a tournament team, great job, things of that nature. It validates what we've done. But again, the key and what I'm trying to articulate to our guys is like, hey, let's keep going. We're not where we want to be yet. There's no reason, there's no satisfaction here yet. Let's keep building. Let's see how great we can become. And again, a little bit of that love, though, it gives you that extra motivation to go get it. So we'll enjoy this one. We have a little bit of time off before we get back to practice on Monday. 16-4. If you would ask me if I would have been happy with that at the beginning of the year,
I would have said yes for sure, right?
I think the answer to that.
Yeah.
And now we're still in a position in late January where we have a real shot to be a single-digit seed in the NCAA tournament. So let's see how it goes next week and see where we're at.
Nice thing about it, Coach, is you control your own destiny. You're not watching scores. You're not hoping other teams lose. You go out and win, and you'll be playing deeper into March.
Couldn't have said it any better myself.
All right, Coach, congratulations.
Thanks,
nice
Pat.
win. Your team played really well here. Fun game to watch.
I appreciate you, brother.
Safe travel back home for all of us as we leave right after the ball game.
You got it, brother.
All right, that's USF head coach Todd Golden.